A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant shift in policy, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has explicitly stated his willingness to send British troops to Ukraine as part of a peacekeeping mission aimed at ensuring the security of the nation and deterring further aggression from Russia. This announcement marks the first time a British Prime Minister has openly considered deploying troops to Ukraine since the onset of the Russian invasion in February 2022. Starmer's comments come ahead of emergency talks with European leaders in Paris, where discussions will focus on the ongoing conflict and the implications of former President Donald Trump's proposals for a peace deal with Russia. Starmer emphasized that the crisis in Ukraine represents a once-in-a-generation moment and an existential question for Europe. In an article published in the Daily Telegraph, Starmer outlined the UK's commitment to providing military aid to Ukraine, stating that the UK is prepared to contribute £3 billion annually until 2030. He highlighted that this commitment includes the readiness to deploy British troops if necessary, acknowledging the risks involved in such a decision. "I do not say that lightly," Starmer wrote, expressing his deep sense of responsibility towards the safety of British servicemen and women. Starmer reiterated that any effort to guarantee Ukraine's security is inherently tied to the security of the UK and Europe as a whole. He stressed that the conclusion of the war must not merely result in a temporary ceasefire, but rather a lasting peace that prevents Putin from launching further attacks. Previously, UK prime ministers have refrained from discussing the possibility of sending troops to Ukraine, focusing instead on providing military support. However, Starmer's recent statements indicate a shift towards a more proactive stance on the issue. He mentioned the potential for British troops to be deployed alongside soldiers from other European nations along the border between Ukrainian-held and Russian-held territories. The Prime Minister's announcement comes amid concerns regarding the US's role in ongoing peace negotiations. Starmer underscored the importance of US support in deterring Russian aggression, stating that a US security guarantee is essential for achieving lasting peace in Ukraine. He is scheduled to meet with President Trump later this month to discuss these matters further. As the geopolitical landscape continues to shift, Starmer is attending an emergency summit in Paris with leaders from Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, the Netherlands, and Denmark. The summit aims to address concerns that the US may proceed with negotiations that could exclude European nations and Ukrainian officials. Starmer's remarks also drew attention to the historical context of US negotiations with the Taliban during the withdrawal from Afghanistan, emphasizing the need for Ukraine to be included in any discussions about its future. He warned against repeating the mistakes of the past, where the Afghan government was sidelined during peace negotiations. The former head of the army, Lord Dannatt, has raised concerns about the UK's military readiness to lead a peacekeeping mission, citing a significant reduction in troop numbers. He noted that a peacekeeping force would require approximately 100,000 troops, with the UK needing to contribute a substantial portion of that number. As the situation in Ukraine remains fluid, Starmer's willingness to consider troop deployment reflects a growing recognition of the complexities involved in securing peace in the region. With ongoing tensions and the looming threat of further Russian aggression, the UK and its European allies face critical decisions regarding their military commitments and strategic responses to the crisis. In conclusion, Prime Minister Keir Starmer's statements regarding the potential deployment of British troops to Ukraine signal a pivotal moment in the UK's approach to the ongoing conflict. As the nation prepares for discussions with European leaders and former President Trump, the implications of these decisions will undoubtedly shape the future of Ukraine and its security landscape. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.